Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'll be going over all the new mobs that you can vote for in Minecraft Live 2021. And before we get started, well, subscribe and like the video. But also, I just want to mention that if you think the video is not well edited, it's because I had to rush through this. Not because I'm low on time or something. It's because Minecraft Live is literally tomorrow. So this video is going to be as least amount of editing as possible, so that way I can try to fit it all into one video before Minecon Live. So without wasting any more time, here's the first trailer for one of the new mobs you can vote for in Minecon Live, or Minecraft Live apparently. I know they keep on changing the name. It's called the Glare, so let's just see what it is.
Oi. Hello? You're so cute! Are you lost too? I don't like the darkness either. Yikes! It's too dark in here. You must be the Glare, the mob that lets players know when they are in an area that is dark enough for monsters. The Glare flies to dark areas for you. When it gets grumpy, you will know that it's dark enough for monsters to spawn. You can also bring it with you and proves once and for all that you can be grumpy and cute at the same time.
Will Tiny Agnes ever find Tiny?
And so then it goes on to say about the storyline that's happening in the trailer for whatever reason.
Jens?
If they're trying to find Agnes is trying to find Jeb for whatever reason. But anyway, you don't really need to listen to that. But anyway, the Glare, as you can see in the trailer, gets grumpy when it's really dark, and it's a really dark area, which when we first saw the Glare, we're like, oh, that's pretty useful, finally a useful mob to vote on. But nowadays, when we know the two other mobs, which I'm going to show you next, we don't really think much of the Glare, and I think 90% of people, I've seen some Twitter polls and stuff, said they aren't going to vote for the Glare, and they're going to vote for, well, the Glare only got less than 10% of the vote. That's not the official vote, by the way. It's just people on Twitter polls, but usually Glare only gets less than 10% of the vote. So we're probably not going to get the Glare in Minecraft, but, maybe something will release about, oh, the Glare can also do this that we haven't known before. Maybe it'll get more votes, but it's highly unlikely. But, yeah, that's just one of the mobs you can vote for. And, like I said, we have no more information in this one video, but for the other ones, we have a little bit more information to clear up some stuff. So next is Allay, that a lot of people seem to like, but let's just watch it.
Tiny Agnes, where are you? Hello, fellow music fan. You're my only friend now that Tiny Agnes is gone. Here, take my last cookie. You deserve it. Typical. You must be the Allay. Thanks for collecting all these cookies for me. Would you do that with any item I give you? Hooray! No more collecting for me! And you dance too? Amazing! If you give an Allay an item, it will collect matching ones for you. It also loves music. So if there's a note block nearby, that's where it will drop them.
Tiny Jens?
Will Tiny Jens ever drop an album? Was that Tiny Agnes's voice?
Alright, that answers the storyline again. But by the way, I forgot to mention this with the Glare, but the Glare tells you where mobs will spawn. It gets grumpy if mobs can spawn in that area, but I think that's personally useless since they're going to make it in this update where it used to be 7 blocks away from the torch is when mobs can spawn, but now it's 11, or when it's complete darkness, mobs can spawn. If there's even a little bit of light, mobs can't spawn. So I don't think it's that useful. I just had to mention that before I moved on. But anyway, the Allay, as you can see, he gave the Allay a cookie, Allay, and then it went away, and then it got more cookies. So you might be thinking, well, is this an item duplicator? Did it harvest cocoa beans and then plant wheat and then harvest the wheat and make cookies? And, well, for one, it goes to the note blocks to drop the items off, so that's kind of redstone you can use it for. But if you see, and you can see in this tweet here by King B Dogs, Allays are not item duplicators. They pick up items nearby on the floor that are the same item as been given. So basically, if there's rotten flesh on the floor and you give it rotten flesh, I'll go pick up the other rotten flesh on the floor and just give it to the note block. But anyway, so you could give it dirt blocks, and we'll find dirt blocks that are dropped, collect them, then return it and drop them to you or a note block that you set up. So yeah, like I just said. And they cannot get items from chests either, only dropped items. You could feasibly use this for item sorting if you make a cool contraption. So that's kind of disappointing to a lot of people. A lot of people thought like, oh, could I get stuff from my chest and bring it to me? That would be so cool. But basically it's like a flying hopper. Well, I guess if you want to give gifts to your friends, like a drone system thing. But yeah, I don't see many uses for this personally. One of my friends told me how if you run out of inventory space, like mining with a beacon, you could have the Allay bring items from the floor to a chest or something, hooked up to a note block. But I personally don't think it's as useful as the third mob, the Copper Golem. So let's see what this has to offer.
Tiny Jens, I'm down here.
Where are we?
I don't know, but look at this lovely copper.
Is that a copper golem?
Yes, it must be old, or a time they freeze into statues.
Let's build our own copper golem. Maybe it can help us.
This one has a lot of life in it.
We're saved!
The Copper Golem is a mob that you, the player, can build yourself. It oxidizes over time and loves to randomly press copper buttons. So, they would be added to the game as well.
Will they make it to the show on time? Did they save any?
So yeah, as you can see, the Copper Golem randomly presses buttons, it oxidizes over time, and then slowly becomes a statue over time. But you can make it yourself. It's like a companion thing, and it presses buttons. I think I said that, but I think I just said that. But yeah, it's basically like a random number generator in Minecraft. Because while you could like have a pressure plate and a chicken, I think people used before, and it randomly walks over the pressure plate. This actually randomly presses buttons, and it's total randomness. Nothing can affect it, and it's very useful for redstone in that way. And anyway, but before I end this, there's some other tweets about the Copper Golem I want to show. Oh no, there's actually this one last video that summarizes it all. I forgot I added this in my links. But anyway, let's watch this.
How are we supposed to pick which one of our new friends joins Minecraft?
It's not up to us. Our amazing community will vote for their favorite during Minecraft Live. Look, it's a glare. There must be a really dark spot nearby.
I also get grumpy when it's dark enough for monsters to spawn.
Did you really give an Allay our last cookies?
Yeah, but they brought back a collection of new ones.
Isn't copper amazing? It can be used to build anything from mobs to buttons.
Gee, I wonder who built this copper golem.
Who gets your vote? The glare that finds dark spots? The Allay that collects items? Or the Copper Golem that you build yourself? Tune into Minecraft Live on October 16th to decide which mob will join Minecraft.
So yeah, that's about it. They just summarizes it all up for you. And yeah, that's about all we know about the mobs, except for these few tweets by the developer of the Copper Golem, Olraf. And someone asked, is the Copper Golem, if it's struck by lightning, as a little Rodden said, and it says, will it remove the oxidation? It said, lightning Rodden's head is not just for show. Yes, it will. So that means that when the Copper Golem oxidizes, like it showed in the trailer, it won't be stuck in that state forever. And that's pretty interesting. And another thing is, someone asked, were you able to right-click the golem with an axe to remove the oxidation? And then Olraf said yes. And then he also added, well, he said this earlier than this tweet, but anyway. He said that I love dynamic bases full of life, which I also agree. Like, imagine having little copper golems roaming around, and it says it randomly presses buttons, and it'll freeze when it's fully oxidized, just like copper does. So yeah, I think all these mobs are really interesting choices, and almost anyone would be useful in Minecraft. But I personally, it's a Copper Golem. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. I'm sorry it's going to be a higher quality video. I will make a summary of all of Minecraft Live after it happens. Minecraft Live, apparently. These names, I swear to God, they keep getting more and more confusing. Like, one of them is Minecraft Earth, maybe Minecon Earth. I don't know anymore. But yeah, basically one that tells you where mobs can spawn, one that brings you items from the floor, and one that randomly pushes buttons. I like the ones that randomly pushes buttons. Maybe you want stuff to be collected to you, but I don't think that's. I think it's a really niche use personally. and maybe you just want to vote for the one that looks most cute, which I think that Allay wins that one. Unless you're more of a steampunk guy, like the Copper Golem, and more of a bush floating Oscar the Grouch guy, you might vote for the Glare. Whatever you guys want. You can vote in the Twitter poll that they're going to tell you how to vote in Minecon Live tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. By the way, tomorrow for me is October 16th. 12 o'clock Eastern Time is 12 o'clock Eastern Time for me, which is 5 hours behind England. So do with that what you will. But anyway, yeah. This is going to be an interesting Minecon Live. We don't know anything else, really. I mean, there's some little tidbits here and there, but that's the most important information about all the different mobs. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will be uploading more. I'm sorry if I uploaded a lot. I made a new outro, and I'll have to redo it if it gets copyright claimed. But I'm going to try to do it, and hopefully it won't get copyright claimed. I bought the song for $1 off Bandcamp, and it's by Miracle Musical. And I don't know, I don't think you guys care at all. But anyway, for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, I guess.